guys, it's Klaus. You know, every now and then they introduce new tanks in the game. And look at this, the VK 4001 German Tier 8 heavy tank. I'll post some stats of this beast on the screen while I rant a little bit. You know, Klaus used to never rush out and get the new tank whenever it was introduced in the game. You know, I never really wanted to do that. But now I realize that when a new tank comes out, it will be the best tank in the game by far at that tier. You know, like, it's going to be the new and improved tank. Like, why the fuck would the new tank be worse, right? Obviously. So when the new one comes out, you're going to kick ass if you play it right away. Because eventually, three things will happen, right? It will be the best. You know, the Waffenträger E100 was in the game. It was the best. Eventually, they had to get rid of it, and they put in the grill, and it was the best. And then they nerfed it, right? They had the Czechoslovakian line was the best when it came out, right? And, well, now they've introduced the Swedish line, so you get autoloaders with better turrets and better gun depression. So when they first come out, they're the best, and then eventually they're not the best. Because three things happen. One, as they, you know, it's realized that the tank is overpowered, you will get more and more bottom tier games. That's the first thing that happens. Then two, you start, they start talking about nerfing it, and you know it's overpowered, and you've got to make the commander's hatch a little bigger, a little weaker, and the lower plate a little weak, so it gets nerfed. And three, finally they'll introduce another tank that's better, right? So you might as well play it right away, and Klaus has rushed out and got this, and is going to play it. And you might as well, when you play it, just fucking roll out there. You're going to be top tier a lot. Just load APCR and use your freaking DPM. You got, because now, look, I've got the gun that hits the hardest, the APCR that pens the best, and the best armor in fucking tier 8. Right? Gonna enjoy it before I start getting into tier 9 and 10 games all the time, because you know what's gonna happen. We've got fantastic front armor, almost as good as the mouse, but you get in a tier 9 game and you think a T-54 Russian medium tank who cannot pen you from the front using his regular ammo, because it's got 201 pen and I've got over 230 armor. You think he's gonna click twice and load heat that has 330 pen, or is he gonna use his maneuverability and flank around and try and outplay you? He's gonna fucking load heat and go through you like butter. An E50, a tier 9 German medium tank that has 220 pen and cannot hurt me from the front. You think he's gonna bounce, bounce, bounce? Or is he just gonna press 2 twice, load the APCR, 270 pen, go through me like butter? Of course. You're gonna get spammed by APCR and heat like there's no tomorrow in this tank, so you might as well enjoy it. And here we go. Look at this. The old tier 8 premium. Like, what the hell is he gonna do? He's got 167 pen, 217 with this premium ammo. He has no hope, even if he spams APCR, no hope to do his 300 damage, and we're just gonna, boom, take him out. There's like no hope for oh, look at this guy. Bless you. The T29, the big powerhouse. You grind your way to tier 7 now. Like, who the fuck would want to grind his way to tier 7? Used to be the big powerful tank T29, but you know, if you're not top tier now, you gotta fight against the premiums, the Patriots, the Scorpions, and now this guy. Hello. Say hello to the German beast. Nothing. No one can hurt you from the front when you're top tier. So just roll out there. Don't bounce any shots. You got a long reload. Forget about firing regular ammo. Just load APCR. Smash, crush through the enemies like they're nothing, and watch them bounce on you. And enjoy it. Enjoy it for a couple of weeks or months, because eventually, a lot of people will start to understand this tank, and you will be spammed by APCR and heat, by the few tanks that can pen you, And slowly, you'll start to get in tier 9 and 10 games, 60, 70, 80% of the time. You know, when the stats start coming in and they realize when this tank is top tier, it outperforms all the other tanks, right? So you will start getting tier 9 and 10 games all the time, and you will get shit on, and you're so slow, and your armor means nothing when you're bottom tier. Then eventually, you know, they'll nerf the lower plate, and they'll nerf the commander's hatch, right? Because you can't have a German tank out there that's better than the IS-3. And eventually, they'll nerf it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, right? Some soft stat here, soft stat there, so that it just starts fucking playing a little bit worse. And then eventually, when everyone's got it, they'll introduce a new line that's even better. There'll be another tank, maybe a Russian one, that'll have 300 frontal armor. It will go 70 kilometers an hour. The gun will hit for 600. It'll have a 3-second reload, right? It'll have 600 view range, and it won't be called the VK. It'll be called the KV, right? Because the Germans are the VKs, the Russians are. If the VK used to be good, now we'll make the KV. It'll be the KV Shadow. And it'll fucking rape everyone. So enjoy your new tank while you can. Now look at this. Great game, only 2nd class mastery, right? Look at the damage, 5 kills. Why? Because everyone's kicking ass in this baby. Look at that damage blocked by armor. Spammed APCR and almost broke even. So enjoy the new tanks while you can. As soon as they come out, while they're overpowered, and while you get top tier matchmaking. It's the new and improved model. Would you go out and buy a vacuum cleaner if it was worse than the one you already own? Huh? Ladies, would you dump your husband to get a new guy who's fatter and lazier and stupider? No. The new and improved model is always better. Unless you drive around like an idiot with your turret pointed the wrong way like this. That's the only way that enemies can hurt you in this thing. Holy shit. Gonna have some fun with this before they nerf the hell out of it.